Hello and welcome back to Shards, where we continue where we left off on Tate's route. And I believe they were returning from having a little argument where Tate revealed that he doesn't really like his name all that much, which should be evident by the fact that he kept trying to, pick out a nickname for himself. I suppose Scribbles and Cody right now are of the mind that nobody really cares about Tate. Which, I mean, to be fair, he is kind of annoying. But, that he kind of feels that way even though he has a family and he does have friends. They're just kind of annoyed with him at this point. But, they're still his friends. They still hang around him and still tolerate him. He does have family. He has not exactly adoptive parents, but people that took care of him and that even gave him a name, but he just doesn't like it. He doesn't feel that it's real in a way, which, I mean, I guess could be an experience for an orphan, but does seem kind of ungrateful if you ask me. Or at the very least, like he's searching for something that he feels that he doesn't have, but is already like staring him in the face. But I guess he's not comfortable with it, or that's not enough for him. But yeah, anyways, so yeah, the wyvern is missing. It was abducted by some wild furs. So yeah, I guess eventually we're gonna have to go looking for it. But yeah, anywho, I guess without further ado, let us continue Tate's route and see what happens when they get out of the forest. At that moment, something incredible was in the midst of happening, something that I personally never expected could happen to me, specifically. Psst, 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 psst. Hey there, kitties. Where are you heading off to? Need a ride? As we make our way on the sidewalk by the town's fountain, two men stop to catcall us, literally. A hyena and a jackal on a bicycle appear from behind, cutting our way. Their Akita-style drifts would have been more cooler if they weren't on rental bikes with the Academy's symbol on them. Before they even got to finish their half-assed request, the jackal unbuttons and unzips his pants and the hyena raises his shirt up. This feels like a real-life unsolicited dick pic. On your bikes? My partner is more concerned by their transportation method than the fact that they just came in half-naked, sexually harassing us. I might be wrong, but I think the hyena has no underwear. Well, we would have cars, but they're not allowed. Damn, this mayor and his green life philosophy. You can still hop on back. We got enough room. You could ride these seats, then ride our dicks later. What you saying? Excuse us for a second. We turn around for a group meeting. Having our backs towards these two horn dogs bending over might have not been the best idea, but the cat knows what he's doing. With a, "Are you thinking what I'm thinking?" look on our faces. Well? Between the two of them, they almost have a complete outfit on. I'll take that as a yes. Plus, I don't really feel like walking. What if we... Oh yes, absolutely. Let's tease them. How come I can't read what you're thinking? It's something so profound, only true friends can understand, an answer given with a simple glance. Bullshit. We turn back around, looking at each other with a sly smile, forming on both our faces. We intertwine our hands and arch our backs, our cheeks almost touching as we look them in the eyes. I swear one of them was about to howl and the other one was salivating. Sure, why not? You two look like you know how to treat a pair of needy cats. It's not every day that you meet two desperate men ready for a good time. Sometimes it's twice a day. Both of their tails are wagging and their grins become wider. Oh, but how will we choose who fucks who? They're both so hot. I know. Let's have them decide. Which one of us do you want? Bro, look. The jackal points at our waists. They're from the academy. Sluts. Score. Just a second, twinks. They turn around the same way that we did, throwing glances in our direction from time to time. You sure, dude? The nerds are the real freaks in bed. Didn't know that. Yeah. We good then? Yeah. Let the fun begin. I want the one with the fat ass. I'll take the insecure-looking one. Great. Yeah. Wait, which one am I? Hop on. We walk over to our new partners. I'm stuck with the hyena for now. My friend is fortunate enough to only get a good smack on the ass. As for me, he grabs one of my cheeks and squeezes hard, and I mean hard, making me lean forward with discomfort into his chest. Not sure if that was smart of him or just coincidence. He wastes no time with our heads being so close and tries to go for a tongue kiss. A kiss I so graciously denied by pushing his chin as far as I could. I was surprised nothing broke from the angle his head was in, snout straight to the sky. Easy there, doggy. Actually, hyenas are more related to cats than dogs. Great, another nerd. Let's go. I want to get there before I starve to death. We got some big juicy sausages you can suck on. Name's Spot, by the way. Weird thing to follow up with after that first statement. I'm Jack. Such unique names. And what's yours, hot stuff? You got it right there. Your name is Hot Stuff? Yep. Wow, that's hot. What about you, sexy? Cutie pie, huge ass, cock rider. Benedict Cumberbatch. Oh. Ha, tough luck. Can I call you Ben? Nope, I need to be addressed by my full name or I'll use teeth when I blow you later. Damn. So then, wanna suck us off behind that building over there? Whoa, slow down, Mr. Romance Overdrive. Maybe treat us to some lunch first. Wait a second. I get it. You have no romantic or sexual interest in these men. You're just messing with them. Bingo. I don't understand, actually. You will, Scribbles. Someday. So, no head? Depends on how well you treat us. Where are we going, Chief? Olive Garden? You gotta be Yes! Oh, guess that's good. I just love the family atmosphere there. We hold on tight, hands wrapped around our bike partners' bellies. Time for a long hangout montage. It shouldn't come as a surprise, the fact that these guys are quite the expert bike riders, avoiding every pebble in the road and even, get this, respecting street signs. It would be even better if they kept their hands to themselves. And I won't lie, the way that Jack seems to be getting along with the cat kind of pisses me off. He isn't even touching him inappropriately. While we're on our way, my phone buzzes with a text from Aiden. He and Dallin are simply wondering if we're alright, and I let him know that the world is perfect, while glancing at the cat whose ears are almost flopping in the wind. The cat guides us all the way with excited pointed fingers. We go past 2 restaurants that are almost empty, but he's not satisfied with them. Hey, why aren't we stopping? That place is perfect. No, the bathroom is too dirty there. I think he wants to do stuff in the bathroom. Ah, that makes sense. Let's search for a better one then. Bikes are really fast transportation methods when there are no cars to be wary of, so we quickly find another one. I doubt that we'll stop since it looks pretty packed. Ooh, look at that one. Looks perfect. Let's check it out. Really? The guys park and lock the bikes while we walk in to inspect the place. It looks almost identical to the other 2 establishments, except that because of the better location, there are more people. I think I'm starting to understand your plan. Plan? What plan? The only table that we find available is a 4-seat one in a corner near the windows. Our partners walk in from behind and we deliver them the bad news. Found it, as we thought this place is ideal. Finally. Just one problem. There are no more seats for you. You'll have to take one of the tables outside. Those are all free. What? Isn't that your table? Looks pretty big to me. No, you see, I need to stretch my legs on the chair, and Hot Stuff here needs a place to rest his monstrosity of a tail. Just look at this thing. Can't we just find another place then? But I'm so hungry. I can't ride another minute. Besides, we need the energy to ride something else later. Isn't that right? But It's okay, dude. Just imagine spit roasting that leopard and deep throating that cat later. Good point, dude. All will be worth it. Investment. Hey, and just to make sure, the tab's on you, right? Awesome, thanks. He pushes them towards the door and closes it behind them, dusting off his hands. Phew. I offer him a satisfying fist bump, then I sit down as the waiter comes around. I ordered a steak while the cat was craving spaghetti. Those guys are... creeps, horn dogs, nuts. Interesting for sure. They're not even from the academy, so everyone in this town is lustful like that. We're very sex positive. But unzipping your pants in front of a stranger is a bit much even for this place. Luckily, we're perverts too. Yeah. I do feel a little bad that they have to stay outside. If they were here, you would be laying on this table spread like butter. Why only me? Because I'd help them do it. Ha ha. Such a nice friend. You'd like that, don't you? I would. That's the annoying part. Where do you want to go after this? Want to watch a movie? Absolutely. We devour our food, looking at the two men outside with frowns on and blue balls. They are pretty cute, though. They're okay. I think I actually know Jack. You do? He didn't seem to recognize you. He never met me. I saw him in a picture and heard a description. Did you see those piercings that he had on one of his ear? Oh, yeah, what about them? Aiden made them, apparently. Aiden gives piercings? No, silly. He made the holes. More like rip some holes in, which I assume he got stitched, but wears earrings to cover the scars. Did he piss Aiden off? Yep, he walked up to him and groped his ass hard. Like Spot did for me. Luckily, I am not an over 6-foot moody tiger. Aiden is so much bigger than him. It was a bold move. Did he really think that he could make him submit like that? He might have. Aiden is a big playboy. Men, women, bottoms, tops. But he wasn't in the mood that day, so he swiped his claws at the guy. Thankfully for me, he ducked. Wow. Let it be a lesson. Only sexually harass your friends. I would never sexually harass you. Well, that's disappointing. What? Hey, want to give them a little surprise? Surprise? You were right, they are cute, and they'd be cuter together. I'm not sure that I follow. He signals a waitress to approach, points at the guys outside, and whispers in her ear. She chuckles and nods, walking towards the kitchen. A minute or two later, she brings Jack and Spot a single, extra-large milkshake with 2 straws. Ah, I see now. They look confused at first, since the waitress kept the sender anonymous, and are definitely reluctant to enjoy the milky, creamy beverage. But, as dumb as they can be, they're not dumb enough to waste perfectly good food, so they decide to awkwardly slurp at it together, trying not to make eye contact. Ah, look at them, suckling away. Aren't they going to know that it was us when the tab comes? Nah, I asked her to put that one on our tab. In that case, this might be even more fun than we thought. Since we didn't have to pay for our food, other than the milkshake, we left a generous tip and left with the man. This time Jack is the one that tries to grope my cat, but unlike me or Aiden, He grabs his hand before it makes eye contact and squeezes so hard Jack falls to his knees and tries desperately not to let anyone know his twink is almost making him cry. Me and Spot decide to purposefully not see anything. What abuse, officer? His hand was already broken when we met him. Ooh, the carnival is in town this week. We have to go. But, rough butt sex. You said that we can fuck your brains out after lunch. Come on, just one more stop. I'm new in town and I've never been to a carnival. I lean on his shoulder and caress his chest with my finger while making puppy eyes. And there are a lot of corners where we can get some privacy for quick meetings. I guess one more stop won't hurt. Although, doesn't the carnival open when the sun starts to set? Then we just have enough time for a movie until then. Come on. Ow, 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 ow. Benedict Cumberbatch, please let go. I need to steer the wheel. Fine, I'll spare your fingers, but only because you respected my name. Good boy. Phew. I want to trade. No shot, you wanted the fat ass. So, I really was the insecure one all along. The movie theater was no different than the ones in the bigger cities, which meant overpriced popcorn and soda that we didn't have to pay for. Thank you, service tops. The two guys wanted to watch an erotic movie and make out whenever a kiss scene comes up. My partner was even giggling to himself while holding a bag of popcorn for some reason. Weirdo, like I don't know what you have in mind. But this cat pair has something else in mind. I haven't watched a good horror film with friends before. I'm usually alone in my room with all the lights on so I don't faint. We asked the ticket seller to tell them all the movie tickets are sold out aside from our desired movie. Not only that, we had him say that the only seats available are 24 and 25 and 57 and 58. He agreed after he heard our tear-inducing story about a failed date with two creepy older men. Somehow, they weren't as devastated about the news as we thought, which was good. That just means that they're losing interest. We take our snacks and wait for the movie to begin. The whole time, the cat could not stop laughing every time somebody died in a horrific way, since he'd point out everything that he could have possibly personally done in that situation. And if I wasn't allowed to teleport or fly for some reason, I'd dropkick him so hard. I mean, what's he gonna do with a knife against my powerful, juicy thighs? Not to mention that the whole room was empty. Every seat free, Dumb and Dumber never questioned it or tried to move closer to us. They were too busy fidgeting with the popcorn on Spot's lap. I don't want to jump to conclusions, but their murmurs confirmed my theories. What's this? What did you put in the popcorn? Is this a hot dog? That's my cock. Nice try, dude. There's no way that that's yours. It feels too big. It's fucking huge. Thick too. I'm telling you it is, and you keep playing with it. Shut up. This right here? Yep. Like, is this the tip? That would be it. And this is the base? You got it. Then where are... Whoa, your balls are huge too. So now you believe me? Not until I see it with my own eyes. Eat the popcorn and find out. Needless to say, I was finding it hard to concentrate on the movie. Outside, we were met with a beautiful fiery sky and the sound of music playing in the distance. The carnival started. Jack and Spot leave the cinema questioning themselves and making way less dirty remarks, even as the cat slowly grinds against his partner while biking, just to tease. They still continue to accompany us, except that now they're more like servants than escorts. We start an evening with the mandatory rigged games, which my partner is surprisingly good at and manages to win me a prize. The eccentric purple cat could not take his eyes off a Dakimakura of a tuxedo cat from a popular dating sim that looks a tiny bit like him. You're gonna sleep hugging that thing for the rest of your life. Wait, me? Why me? Don't bother. I know the answer. Unluckily for me, this one was for sale, not a prize, so hello, new dorm edition. We play more games, buy snacks, and overall have an amazing time while our dates carry our things behind us. Hey, I saw that. Don't drop anything. I'm trying. Hey, Jackie, don't cry. It's okay. All I wanted was some cat ass. Was that too much to ask? No, that was a perfectly reasonable request. He shoots us an ugly look while comforting his friend. All right. That's it. We've been taking you places all day on our bikes. We fed you and paid for everything. Bought you all sorts of stuff and got you on all the rides that you wanted. So where's our sex? We look at each other confused. Didn't you have fun today, hanging out? Huh? I mean, sure, but we only wanted some dick. I mean ass. We wanted ass. Haha, totally not dick. We aren't bottoms. Bro, are you a catcher? No, I mean, I touched your dick before, so much because I didn't know what it was. Jack, Spot really cares about you. You should know that. If not before, today should really open your eyes. I love you, bro. Whatever lifestyle you choose. So, do you have something to confess to Spot, perhaps? Bro, I didn't know your dick was so big. I didn't know that you like to bottom. Occasionally. So, is that really okay? Yeah, honestly, sometimes I look at your ass and think, damn, those cakes are wasted on him. I do have good cakes. I still want to split Twinks in half with you. I like nothing more. Maybe we could add another one in the mix next time. One of those gym guys, just for you. I'd like that. You want to go suck my cock behind that tent? I thought you'd never ask. Can we go to your place first? Of course. Aw, our plan we had from the beginning worked. Yep. High five. What? That was your plan? What mental gymnastics did the two of you have to go through to get here from there? You know what? I don't even want to know. Congrats on the shared brain cell. It's still functional somehow. So, my guy will be the one filled up tonight. Yeah, I could have sworn that he's a strict top. I'd honestly thought that we'd fail. Never judge a book by its cover. Learned that from the 5th time today. Same with his wallet. Looks expensive, but is almost empty. You stole his wallet? Nah, he dropped it, and I'm not going to run around searching for him. Besides, it has nothing except for those coupons and condoms. Expired condoms? At least it's leather. Not interested. It's getting late. Want to go for some end-of-the-day rides? You read my mind. We play with bumper cars, ride a roller coaster, eat more cotton candy, and end the day with a Ferris wheel. We pay for our tickets now that our free rides fell in love and abandoned us, and walk inside an empty cabin. The ascent is painfully slow, but the view will be worth it. Do you know what my favorite ride is? The roller coaster. Knowing you, high speed must be your style. You'd think that, but nope. Guess again. Could it be this one? Yes. How'd you know? It goes up high, so it must remind you of your broom. You're right, but there's another reason. It's that I can do this. He leans in, places his head on my shoulder, and closes his eyes. Sleep? Relax, while being high in the air with someone I like. And the third reason is that if you don't get off when the wheel goes down, they will forget about you and won't have to pay extra. So don't you dare get down. Understood. Although I like that second reason better. And I like you too. So don't mind if I follow your lead and close my eyes. Be my guest. You know, when we were playing Never Have I Ever, the whole time my mind was at my kidnapped friend. As goofy as we were acting, I couldn't concentrate. But after spending the day with you and clearing my mind, I must confess, although I'm still worried, my mind has made peace with the thought that I can't do anything right now. Which is, for some reason, a calming thought. When things are simply out of your control, no matter how bad they may seem, all you can do is relax and let things unfold. The others were right to call you the best first year that we got in a while. I don't know. For me, you're as close to the best as it gets. Well, obviously you would say that. It would be rude to vote yourself. Huh. You're a drug, Cody. I'm a what? A drug. You make me happy, make me forget my worries, and I'm pretty sure that I can no longer live without you. I wanted to question his last statement, but the more that I think about it, the more I realize that he has the same effect on me. For what I've seen, heard, and learned, you deserve to forget your worries. So please, drown your sorrows in me whenever you want. I want to have you around as much as possible, so you'll have me in here as well. So generous of you. I tell you, I'm addicted, and your response is to give me more. I know, I'm an irresponsible rebel. I want to see this rebel fight in the arena tomorrow. Don't remind me. Are you not excited to show off? I did that today. Why do I need to do it more? Don't you want to impress your boyfriend? And who would that be? Would that be Dallin? Oh my god, is it Dallin? The headmaster, of course. Haha, you're so funny. We continue riding the wheel for the 7th time in a row, watching the sky get darker with each ascent. We spend most of the evening inside the wheel ride, until the workers finally noticed that we were in our 11th unpaid rotation, at which point we were kicked out. I was going to offer to pay and get a couple more rides in, but I forgot that I spent most of my money because I didn't want to blow that guy yesterday for the signature. It was getting kind of chilly anyway, not even our own bodies against each other could convince us to stay anymore, so we made our way back to the academy. Aiden texted while we were taking advantage of the free rides, asking if we want to meet for dinner. How can we refuse good company? Especially with so many stories to tell after today. Even if I want my alone time with this cat, there is something so warming about being around people that also want you to be around them. Cafeteria, here we come. I already missed Dallin's toothy smile and Aiden's grumpy persona, so seeing them excited to meet us at the front door warmed my heart even more. Hey Cody, hi Tate. The cat manages to hold in his cringe at the name call and carries on without a fuss. Hi. Hey guys, you look refreshed. Had fun with the massage? You bet. Aiden took me to the spa for a full relaxation bundle. That sounds amazing. You're so hardworking, you deserve it. Aiden got an extra massage for free as well. If you know what I mean. What? No, I didn't. How? How do you know? Oh, please. Just because I couldn't see you doesn't mean that I couldn't feel all the sexual tension between you and the masseur. He was catching your hints like a professional player. Oh, so what was that extra thing that we were talking about? Handy, blowjob, anal? I think it was all three, and a fourth one that I don't want to mention for his sake. Aiden looks red with shame. Can a man not have some casual sex at a literal institution for lust training? Oh, don't get me wrong, I am not shaming or criticizing it. On the contrary. Yeah, good for you to get some tail so easily. That guy must have taken one look at that ass and decided that it must be conquered. Kinda like Jack. Oops. Aiden jumps, surprised. How do you know about Jack? He shoots a glare at the cat. You. How many times have I told you not to use my stories for your jests? Relax, he knows because we met him. Oh god. I'm sorry on his behalf, Cody. You don't even know what he did. Well, it ain't good, that's for sure. Actually, he just paid for our lunch, movie, carnival rides, and hooked up hit with his best friend and left us alone. Huh? He must have changed. I should call him. Don't do that. He has a boyfriend now. I see. But it's true, we had fun today. And it seems like the two of you did the same. This evening's menu consists of chicken and vegetable pot pies. Making conversation with Aiden around proves to be a little difficult, since he catches any and all lines we're trying to throw in along the lines to cover our dragon/wyvern situation. Dallin simply nods along to our story, keeping his eyes focused on us and mouth on the food. We both agree to hurry our meal and get a move on before his suspicions turn to accusations. We say our goodnights and walk away, leaving them to carry our trays back to the kitchen. We fly off towards our dorm building, and the cat makes a point for me to not forget his room number, because it might come in handy later, wink wink. You sly fucker. Dallin and Aiden were definitely a little confused. We decided to leave this early, but what they don't know is that we have a big day tomorrow. Battles, a reverse kidnapping heist. And of course your mandatory past midnight stroll to wherever I tell you to go. Yes, and the mandatory wait, what? What do you mean? I mean that if you don't want to fucking die tomorrow, either in the midst of the battle or in your silly adventure, I'll have to make you stronger. Today's auditions made me realize that you are absolutely pathetic. So what does that have to do with me and you going on past midnight walks? Obviously, I can't train you to be more powerful overnight, and I don't have any quick spells that I can teach you either, but I do have an ace up my sleeve. I'll tell you more about it later. For now, just get to your dorm. But what about... Nope, no. I know that you want to sleep in the same bed as him, slut, but you can't. You leave your horny cat friend out for tonight. Tell him to fuck off because this is important. I admit that I am weak, so if it's for my sake, our sake, I'll have to get rid of him for a little while. But only for a night. I'll take that compromise. I guess I now have to break the harsh truth to my friend. I look at him standing there so innocent, smiling softly. I can't believe that I have to ruin that smile. Here it is, our dorm. Yeah, it's here. Well, good night then. See you tomorrow. Huh? Wait, what? Something wrong? Did you forget your room number? I believe that it's 72. But you could just knock on different doors until... No, it's not that. I was just thinking that maybe we could share a dorm tonight? What the fuck are you doing? We agreed on not sleeping together! That was before I realized that he didn't plan on proposing that idea. He looks down, blushing and scratching the back of his neck. I know what you're getting at, but I need some time alone. Don't get me wrong, I love having you around, and you help me greatly, but I can't just push the thoughts in the back of my mind any longer. Today was fun, yes, but it was also stressful and downright depressing. You're right, I understand completely. It's my bad for rushing in with ideas like that. It's just, the test is literally around the corner, and who knows what will happen then and after it. It's my time to look at the ground, rubbing my neck. It really was a silly request. His friend was kidnapped earlier today, for God's sake. The cat takes a shy step towards his friend. Huh? He wraps his arms around him and holds on him tight. Of course, he has no permission to do so beforehand, but it's alright since his friend loves him very much and the cat knows that he wouldn't mind. Not that I'm complaining, but what are you doing? He looks up at the awkward, confused leopard that doesn't know how to return a hug, it seems. Sorry, was a bit taken back. That's all. I like to narrate my thoughts sometimes, and I thought that you'd want to hear them for once. My eyes sparkle with awe. Oh no, there's another mentally ill person. No wonder they had such good chemistry up until now. You will pass that test because you are awesome. You really think so? And so will I. I never doubted that. And then we'll go to the headmaster's office and make him Our bitch. That might be a little far. Yeah, you're right. We let go of each other, and as soon as his chest leaves mine, the night's cold air takes its place. See you in the morning, Cody. Yeah, see ya. For some reason, I wait outside in the exact same place, not taking a step forward until the white tip of his tail is gone. Needless to say, I don't mind letting him go now, since I might need some alone time as well, to lay awake in bed and think about this moment. Little did I know sleep is a savage animal that knows no mercy, and I become its prey easily. Dear Diary, my vessel has fallen asleep. He looks peaceful and pleased with his accomplishments today, even in his dormant state. In the back of his mind, I can feel the image of a cat lingering still. Unfortunately for him, that won't last. Time for chaos. End of entry. Hey, mortal. Hey, wake up. Wake the fuck up! How the hell did you scream so loud inside my head? What do you want? We gotta go. Go? Go make you stronger. I told you about my plan, didn't I? We go in the middle of the night, get the cat, so that he can teleport us there. What time is it again? I believe that it's about 3:15 a.m. And why didn't you tell me to go earlier when I was awake? I forgot. I was busy watching things in your mind. Well, now I'm busy dreaming, so get lost. Are you fucking kidding me? This is for your own benefit. More so than mine. Get your ass up. That's it. You asked for it. Music volume warning. You have been warned. What the? Cut it out! Stop! How are you making this noise? I cover my ears with a pillow, but that's not an effective way to stop a sound from inside your head. I'll stop when you get up. Alright. I'm up. Okay. Yay. You're lucky you're useful. I'm the only reason that you survived so far in this place. Let's go collect the cat. If you want him to just teleport us, he won't, so there's no reason. What? Why? He was drained of magic today, plus he needs all the energy that he can get for tomorrow. I'm not forcing him to teleport us for whatever business you have there. Whatever business we have. And you know what? Fine, I can't force him to do it, and I don't know how to manipulate you into convincing him, so can he at least fly us there? We really need to be discreet and fast. I suppose I could bother him for that, even if it's the middle of the night. Thank you for cooperating this once. I make a quick visit to the bathroom, then grab a coat and walk out the door. If we'll fly, then I'll be thankful for this. Hopefully I remember where his room is. The next floor, room 123, right? I believe so. It would have been funny if you forgot. Wait, fuck. That could have been such a good prank. Ha, sucks to suck. I go up the stairs and search for his dorm. The lights in the hallway are still on, but only dimly. Do we need to? Don't tell me that you feel bad waking him up. He literally barged into your dorm and basically kidnapped you last night. Around the same hour. Good point. I knock on the door a bit harder than intended, letting a bit of frustration out. A light can be seen through the crevices, coming closer. It only now dawns on me that he must also be naked, just like I was when he barged into my room. Well, maybe not completely butt naked. Still, I'll be seeing him even less clothed than usual. I should try to contain myself when that happens. The door unlocks and creaks open. In front of me stands a very tired cat wearing Something. With a candle lamp in hand. What are you wearing? Is that why you woke me up? To ask me about my pajamas? No, sorry. So, why are you here? I hope that you didn't get a burst of empathy for my baby, because I am not going after him right now. I wanted to ask a favor. I know you're still recovering your magic, but could you fly me? Could you fly me somewhere real quick? Now? Yeah, it's kind of urgent. You did a lot for me, so I can't say no. Where to? Is it far? Scribbles, is it far? No, just around the academy. Not too far. Is it illegal? Is it? I don't think so, just secret. No, I just don't want anyone to see. Disappointing. Let me get my broom and change. Will you tell me where we're going? You'll know when we get there. All I can say is that we're going after an artifact. The cat returns with his usual smile on, sleep disappearing from his eyes as time passes. Hey, you didn't change. Yeah, I realize that the 2 crop tops are not really the best thing to wear while flying at night, so I'm going to keep this on. You said nobody can see us, so I'm not worried about meeting strangers in my pajamas. Although, let's be honest, I'm still looking hot as ever. No comment. We walk outside and hop onto his broom, already remembering the feeling of soaring through the sky. He's so lucky to do this whenever he wants. Are you gonna tell me what this is about? I don't mind being your partner in crime, but I'm nosy, so I want to know things, especially things that aren't my business. I just need to retrieve something. It, came to me in a dream. Are you a seer or something? No. Ah. So you're crazy? Just focus on flying. There's not much to focus on. Are you sure that we're high enough? Yeah, the sky's too dark tonight for us to be seen. Relax. Our arguing is cut short by something peculiar. A little origami bird flaps its wings beside us, trying to keep pace. What the hell is that? I think it's just got picked up by the wind. There isn't much wind. Greetings. It spoke! Indeed, the little paper crane just said hello to us. That is not the weirdest thing that I've ever seen so far. Hi? My master would like to have a word with you, Mr. White. It knows you. He's waiting below. We gaze at the ground, spotting a horse looking and waving at us under an illuminated pole. Is that Therium? Damn it. Nobody was supposed to see us. How the hell did he know? Please proceed to. The origami gets cat-slapped out of the air, recovering dozens of feet behind, but not daring approach again. Stupid summons. Your call, Cody. Should we continue or go down to that creep? Why creep? Just another feeling I have. I thought you liked him. That's before I realize he's a little obsessed with you. Well, I'd like to make sure that he keeps his mouth shut, so we better go. And here I thought nobody will see me in pajamas. We slowly descend towards the patiently waiting horse. He greets us with a smile, the paper crane from earlier disappearing in a small cloud of blue smoke around him. Good evening, Cody. Hi, Therium. My, I'm glad that you remembered me. We spent way less time together than I wanted the past 2 days. Is that why you had to stalk and interrupt our flight? My broom partner watches him with squinted eyes. Hey, what's your name again? None of your business. Right, well, none of your business. Would you mind giving me and Cody a minute alone? He clings to my arm with both hands like a kid that doesn't want his mom to go. No chance. I was not awakened in the middle of the night just to be shunned away. I'll have to agree with him. Sorry, Therium. If it's not too personal, you can just say it to both of us. Don't worry about it. I understand. Yes, it was a bit personal, so I'll have to leave my questions for when you're alone. Sorry, not sorry. Be nice. For now, if I may ask, why the inconspicuous flying in the middle of the night? You love asking questions that don't concern you at all. Don't think ill of me. I am simply curious. It's not my place to either judge you nor punish you for anything. We were just having a late night stroll. A lot of things on our mind, with the test coming up, you know? Absolutely, I understand. 2 first years, stressful times. Perfect for romance. Our ears twitch at the remark, but neither protest or argue. Right. Well, no worries. I'll keep your little secret. Thanks. Have a nice rest of the night, Therium. Good riddance. We try to fly away with some difficulties arising since somebody was too impatient to take off. Stop moving the broom. Get on already. You start ascending too early. Just jump. All right, I'm on. Wait. God damn it, Cody. Do you need some help? No! Fast forward a minute and a grumpy cat later, I continue to guide the way wherever Scribbles tells me to. I almost forgot why I'm here at this point. Here, right here. Tell him to go down. Oh, really? I was thinking of telling him to go up to the moon. Don't give me attitude. Here's a place we should land. You're the boss. We get off at a random area surrounded by the Academy's walls, large trees and bushes, as well as the occasional street lamp. So, why here? Yeah, Scribbles, why here? I'm going to tell you why. Right after you tell the cat to fuck off. What? I'm not telling him to go away after he brought me all the way here. This is a big secret. The only reason that I'm even sharing it with you is because of desperation. I can't have this guy know to. Tough luck for you then, because I'm not betraying him like this. Are you okay? I realize that I've been thinking to myself ever since we landed. For a third person's perspective, I must look a bit mad. I'm okay. Just, let me think for a second. Scribbles, you better tell me or else. Or else what? What can you possibly do to convince me? You can't touch me. But I can touch myself. Congrats, perv. Not like that. I mean, if you don't tell me, I'll just do this. What is this? What do you think you're doing? Stop. I said stop it. Breathe, damn it. Please. The cat watches me confused and worried as my face goes purple. All right, I'll tell you. Give me air. Glad that we could compromise. You evil son of a bitch. I can't believe you turned my PTSD into a bargaining weapon. I gave up too early. Next time, I'll just let you suffocate. Just tell us what your super secret plan is. You see those stairs in the middle there? Come with me. Before continuing, do you let me cast a noise-canceling spell around us? Granted. The same moment most of the night's sounds stopped, crickets, tree branches, blowing in the wind, everything disappears. Huh? Is there something wrong with my ears? Yes, it is an eerie experience. Nobody can hear us. You can't hear anybody. Now just repeat these words after me. Aperi deus tus senex hic est. I pride myself in a pretty good memory when it comes to useless knowledge, so I repeat the words perfectly. As soon as I'm done, The stair starts rotating upside down. The steps that went upwards until now are now making a path into a dark pit. Pitch black. You could work on your pronunciation more. Really? I thought that I did good. Decent. Ah, now I get it. You're taking me to hell. It all makes sense now. Sorry, as I said, I barely know why I'm here myself. I lived here for over a decade and I never knew about this place. I have so many questions. Do I still push them into the back of my mind because I still think this is all a dream? Yep. This cold is definitely enough to wake anyone up. Now come on. Wait, we're actually going in there? Since when are you refusing adventurous invitations? You're right. No. You're right. What's wrong with me? Hell, here we come. That's the spirit. We descend slowly into the darkness. Finally, I found a good use of my own magic, as I create an energy ball that, although not very dangerous, it gives off enough light to act as a torch. The pit is not as deep as I thought. The darkness is just thicker than usual, like dark mist. We get to a long corridor. The walls are similar to the ones in the academy itself. On both sides of the corridor, there are pedestals filled with items. And what are all of these? You're the one that should know. Actually, I was asking Scribbles. I should try not to think out loud. Ah, my old toys. I'm glad to see that they're still kept well, although it looks like some are missing. Who's the rich bitch that hoarded all this stuff? Who is the dumbass calling me a bitch? And for information, yes, you could say I was rich. It seems like someone was here before us. A lot of things are missing. Yeah, a lot of empty pedestals. Now, you're looking for a medallion. In the shape of a diamond. The school's emblem, in fact. Finally, information. Keep your eyes open for a medallion in the shape of the school's emblem. You got it. Ooh, what's that? It's not a medallion, that's what it is. What is this thing, Scribbles? That's my all-seeing orb. Looks like a spying ball. It's a beauty. I wonder how it works. He knows a thing or two about magic items, it seems. You know what? He impressed me. Here, you can tell him how it works. You just have to say reveal to me and the name of the person or object that you want to see. And here I thought that I should choke myself again to make you tell me. Don't cross the line. Why don't you try a very basic and uninspired command like, let's say, reveal to me and the person that you want to reveal. Who are you calling uninspired? Will it work if I don't know the last names? As long as there are no other person with the same name and you specify where they are. Probably. Reveal to me... Dallin. Dallin, Academy of Laconia. Dallin appears as an image inside the ball. His slow, steady breathing, calm shut eyes, blanket up to his neck, and the stuffed animals he's hugging tell us that he must be having a wonderful sleep. Wow, it worked. Not only that, but I'm seeing something that I've never thought that I'd see. Dallin sleeping soundly. I take it he pulls a lot of all-nighters? I really don't know when the guy sleeps, and how he has the energy to function. We should check someone else. I don't even want to risk looking at him too hard, so he doesn't feel it and wakes up. Who's next on the list then? Reveal to me... Aiden. Aiden, Academy of Laconia. Nothing happens. Aiden Kiraman, Academy of Laconia? The ball is silent. Weird. Why doesn't it work on him? I don't know. It's a stupid ball. It does that sometimes. It's just a stupid ball. Probably malfunctioned or something. Hey, that's what I said. Reveal to me... I'm not gonna check on Therium because I already know. I really think that we should stop. Yeah, you're right. Actually, do you mind if I try just one more? Go ahead, if you must. He takes a deep breath, mumbling under his breath as if praying. Reveal to me Sybil Mandrate. The ball stays silent. Sybil? Isn't that... Yep. I feel inclined to ask more questions about that. Hey, I followed you in a secret dungeon in the middle of the night and didn't ask too many questions. That's fair. I guess we all have secrets that we'd rather keep, until there's no way out but to spill them. Yeah. Hey, do you think it only works on people? With those few words, realization hit us both like a truck, but mine died down when thinking about the requirements. You need a name to look into the ball. I'm sorry. Well, I didn't tell you because I knew that you didn't love him as much as I did, and that's okay. But I did. You named him? When? Even before he hatched. Then what are you waiting for? Are you upset that I didn't tell you? Do you think that I care about that now? I just want to see the end of this. He smiles softly and turns back to the ball. Seraph. He again demonstrates his lack of naming skills, but that thought is quickly cut by the image of a little sleeping wyvern. Its tail wrapped around its body, in a nest of grass and flowers, under a wooden totem and numerous trees behind him. Large trees. Very large trees. He looks peaceful. The cat is too stunned to speak, on the verge of tears. Would this be a bad time for an I told you so comment? You were right. He is just fine. And I think that I know where he is. You do? I know the general area at least. I can't teleport us there, but I can fly. Well, this just made our job 4 times easier then. Before I know it, another big hug from a small person comes my way. I don't know what's going on, what your deal really is, with all these secrets and weird things about you. But thank you. Thank you so much, Cody. I place my hand on his head, giving it a few light pats. It's my pleasure. We should continue further in and leave the ball alone before we find things that we shouldn't know. Yeah. Although, if this is such a cool and useful little thing, I wonder what the other stuff can do. Ooh, what are these? Don't touch anything, you imbeciles! He picks up 3 rings from a pedestal, putting them all on. Magic, multicolored sparkles start shooting from his fingers. Neat. What are those scribbles? They're elemental rings. They give you elemental powers. But since neither of you have an affinity like that, tell him to put them back. Hey, put those back. Why? I'm too tired to find an excuse. Just don't mess with anything, please. We can get in trouble if things disappear. Alright. I can shoot sparkles from my hands anyway, so I'm not losing much. We continue further very, very slowly, since I have to pry the cat's hands open every time we go by an ancient relic and put it back, or else Scribbles foams at the mouth. I'm perfectly reasonable in this situation. A magic sword that cuts anything but flesh was particularly hard to get back. But I want it! You can't have it. How do you explain getting a magical sword overnight? Family heirloom? In our struggle, we accidentally drop it, cutting the pedestal of stone it was on clearly in half. The sword embeds itself into the floor, standing up straight with only the hilt still visible. Oops. Well, we're here to steal that necklace that you wanted or whatever, so it's not like we would leave without a trace anyway. I'm glad that you revived your goofiness tonight, but please don't destroy the place. Oh, no worries. I don't want to get my pajamas dirty. I take his hand and hold tight, not as a friend or lovers, but as a mother and her troublesome child in a toy aisle. A faint light shines at the end of the tunnel, a warm, inviting yellow light. Let me guess, that's what you need? Is it? Yup. Yes. I wish that I could have dreams about secret passages and treasures as well. Now those would be great adventures. On yet another pedestal stood the item Scribbles wanted. A necklace with a broken chain. Looks like a fashion item a toddler pitched. He's the one talking about fashion. I hate to be the killjoy, but considering that you're not letting me touch anything else, and we don't have any other business here. Can we go? We'll be too tired in the morning otherwise. You're right. Thanks again for flying me here in the middle of the night. Thanks for not lying to me and showing me this cool place. I'll have way more questions about this night tomorrow. Can't wait to explain myself tomorrow. I can help with that. How so? I'll erase his memories for tonight and make it all seem like a dream. Nope, nah, no chance. Why not? It'll solve all your problems. It just feels wrong. No offense, but you have a very bad sense of morality. Look who's talking, Mr. Evil Demon, imprisoned for war crimes and people devourer. Yes, I was doing atrocious things in the past, but I always knew what I did was bad. I just didn't care, because I was too high on my horse and nobody could stop me. Unlike you, who lie to yourself whenever you do anything bad, attempting to manipulate the narrative to portray yourself as a hero, but only in your own eyes. Running from the truth just feels better. Conviction. That is the difference between a villain and a coward. Here is a piece of conviction for you. I'm not messing with my friend's mind. Listen to me. Mortals are stupid. I know that very well. You all think with your hearts and dicks. If you put a single brain cell worth of a thought into this, you'd agree in no time. If I were a harsher demon and you were a smarter mortal, you'd be on your knees begging me to do this for you. And why's that? Please enlighten me. Alright, here are all the reasons. There is absolutely no way for him or anyone else to ever know that you were the one that messed with his memory. Not that there was a way to realize anyone messed with it. If we don't do this, he could teleport inside my secret lair anytime and steal whatever he wants. You know how troublesome he is. You will not have to come up with an excuse for every single thing that happened tonight. My sound cancelling field, waking him up in the middle of the night, the lair, the medallion, the sword, the rings. Fine. I get it. You're right. I do feel with my heart, and that's because if I ever did tell him I let a demon mess with my head, he's not going to take it too well. But on the other hand, every point that you make is valid, and it plays into everyone's hands perfectly. So? As much as I hate the idea, I'm allowing you to make it all seem like a dream to him. Thank goodness. Can you do that effectively? Mind controlling is my specialty. That's why I possessed you in the first place. A dream is how we first met, was it not? I guess you do have the expertise. I'll do it as soon as he goes back to sleep. And let us never speak of this again. You got it, boss. We make our way out of the dark abyss, guided by my energy-powered light. The passageway starts to close as soon as our feet leave the last step of the stairs. After that, our ears regain their hearing as the anti-sound barrier scribbles made pops like a soap bubble. We get back on the broom, sleepiness creeping up again when the thoughts of warm bed and blankets appear almost like a hallucination. I thank him again for helping me and not for asking too many questions. I have my own share of secrets that I'm taking to my grave. Before you go, remember, 6 a.m. sharp. I'll wait for you in the lobby. I bid him goodnight and walk towards my dorm, almost forgetting which way it is for a moment. I look back where I left the cat and see him just standing there, fidgeting with his fingers and feet, looking in my direction. I already know the problem, and the solution starts by taking a few steps back towards him. What's the matter? Well, I know that I wanted to be alone tonight and just be left with my thoughts, but now? Yes? Oh, come on. You know what I want to say. I still want you to say it. You can never be too sure. Plus, since when are you finding it hard to say what you think? Can I spend the rest of the night with you? I mean, there's only like half an hour left for us to sleep, but this way, we won't miss the start of our journey in the morning. I'd be crazy to say no. He smiles warmly, sincerely at me, his crooked canine showing, clearly overlapping his lip. Oh, shut up, you perfectly sexy twink. Ouch. The feral, out-of-control cat punches me in the arm with all of his might, leaving a gushing red wound on his... Stop narrating nonsense and come on. I need my beauty sleep. Coming. Seriously, that hurt.
I barely touched you.
You're stronger than you look.
You mean that I don't look like a 7-foot tall bodybuilding bear?
We jog towards my dorm since it's the closest and because I realized that I forgot to lock it. He lays there in my bed in his silly but comfortable looking pajamas. Faint snores can be heard the moment his head makes contact with the edge of my pillow. We not only share a bed, but the same pillow as well, since the academy is too stingy to afford a second one. But for tonight, this is perfect. For the first time, I see him not as a friend, not as a lost child in a store, not as a victim or a troublemaker, but as someone special to me. Someone dear and not in a lustful way. There's no way that I can lust over those pajamas. Sorry, not sorry. I just want him to be safe and sound near me, just like this. How I wish that I could fall asleep as fast as him. Instead, I have to have an entire internal monologue about the person sleeping next to me. Meanwhile, in a dream, while my vessel practices being unconscious, I walk around in the cat's mind. It's a very chaotic and downright scary place, but I managed to locate some of tonight's memories and replace them with similar ones, but in a dream form. I'm sure a certain someone would be pretty pissed off if I played around more, so I'll abstain myself for now. I don't have any time for more dreams, which I have to admit is a bit disappointing since I was getting invested in the story. Now all I have to do is wait for morning to come. I have a feeling today will be a very interesting day. I get awoken up in the morning by thin, wiggling whiskers invading my snout. My eyes slowly open, meeting eye to eye, literally with the cutest, most handsome cat in the world. His black-purple fur glistening in the rays of sunlight coming through my blindless window. Even with our night adventure, I feel surprisingly well rested. Rested enough that I'd rather lay here awake, watching his steady breathing. Creep. Look who's here. Good morning to you too. Sure. Mission accomplished, by the way. He will wake up and think that it was all a dream. Yeah, good job. I turn around and check my phone sitting on the nightstand. 5:58 a.m. 2 more minutes for my alarm to go off. Might as well cancel it. I reluctantly get out of bed, go for some water, and end up brushing my teeth as well while I'm at it. For some reason, I have this warm feeling inside, like my whole life is amazing and stress-free. Might be the effects of a certain new person in my life. This man falls asleep in seconds, but it takes a level 7 earthquake to wake him up. Let's see, how should I go about it? Time to wake Sleeping Beauty up. I was gonna do it violently, but whatever. I already know that he's a heavy sleeper, but that doesn't mean that I have to throw a bucket of ice on him, or throw him off the bed. I take out my phone and play some nature sounds, morning birds singing, cicadas screaming, and wind blowing through the leaves. I uncover the window to let the early morning light shine in on his face as well. Then take a seat at the side of his bed, caressing his arms gently until his eyes crack open. He scans his surroundings, looking lost before his gaze catches me and smiles. He blushes heavily.
This was the nicest, gentlest way someone has ever woken me up. I hate you, Cody, for setting a much higher standard for all my friends from now on.
Ha! That's what you get for almost sleeping in on the day that we're supposed to save Seraph.
You're right. Wait. How do you know his name?
Oops. He did not in fact ever mention his name, save for last night, but in his mind it was just a dream. You, said it in your sleep.
Ah, that explains a lot actually.
Nice save. He looks down, contemplating for a second before returning his smile.
The good news is that I have a hunch about where to start.
Is that so? Then what are we waiting for?
I kind of want to get dressed first.
Then we go by your dorm and fly out the window to our destination.
Look at you being more excited about this than me. I really appreciate that.
Anytime. This will be our first real serious mission together.
That nobody is allowed to find out about until it's over.
We walk up the stairs to his room. I walk in first and he locks the door behind. This is my first time seeing your dorm, isn't it?
Yep, bask in its glory.
It looks awfully similar to mine, except with more stuffed animals stacked in the corner and the bed. The cat wastes no time sliding off his pajamas right in front of me before even finding his usual clothes. Okay. You're naked?
I'm not naked, I have a jockstrap on. I told you before that I am not shy. You're the one making a fuss about naked people.
It's normal to be surprised by someone taking their clothes off in front of you.
Yet your eyes are stuck to my ass.
I said surprised, not repulsed.
Ah, here they are.
Do you wear the same outfit every day? He raises an eyebrow, eyeing me up and down. Hey, mine look the same, but they're different clothes every day. I just didn't know how far I can go with customizing the uniform.
Well, I have a bunch of copies of the pants and cropped shirts as well. Marina helped me sew them. But the hoodie is unique.
Seems pretty easy to make.
It doesn't matter if they can make it or not. Because it was the first gift that I got for my birthday ever from Miss Mandrate.
How old were you then?
6.
A weird gift for a toddler.
Hey, she had pure intentions. She saw the crop bit and thought that it would suit me perfectly. But I didn't realize that the sleeves and the hood were normal sized. I loved wiggling them around and running with them flowing in the wind, so I didn't let her cut them down.
The crop clothes are a trap for the older generations. Now I can't stop imagining you with your baby face and baby arms and baby feet standing proud in front of them with your new gift.
I was 6, not a baby. I was just small. And hey, I grew into it, didn't I?
He takes his broom from his designated corner and 2 soft-looking pillows with leather straps attached to them, which he locks to the broom.
Here we go, all done and ready. This ride might be a bit longer, so your balls will be thanking me.
They started thanking you the moment that they saw those pillows. I jump on behind him, wrapping my arms around his belly like always. No claws this time. I'm used to flying by now. We get out through the window and he closes it behind him before flying off. The morning's fresh, but cold air is hitting my fur harder than the night before, since this time we need speed, not stealth. The cushioned seats the cat decided to add for today's journey provided a fantastic addition before we even left the barrier. The streets of the town were almost empty, and the few people that were unfortunate enough to have woken up this early are visibly tired, with sluggish movements. As for us, we don't get to be tired. The emotions are a tad too strong to brush aside, plus we're flying at high speed. The more that I think about that wyvern, the less that I pay attention to my cold hands grasping the cat's soft, warm belly. He flies with confidence in a straight line, with a destination in mind. Although I know where that destination got in his mind, as far as he is concerned, it was all a dream, so I should probably act more curious on the topic. But that is easier said than done. Any words escaping my mouth would need to be shouted pretty loud for him to hear through all the wind resistance. Which means that it's time for a long, silent ride. At least, the view is definitely something to write home about. We fly over 2 hours with small breaks along the way, long enough to take a sip of water and check the map. No small talk or big talk or any kind of talk. Passing forests, lakes, and hills until the trees slowly become larger and larger, signaling our arrival in the region that we saw in the crystal ball. Indeed, trees 5 times taller and thicker than the ones around the academy. If these trees fell in the woods and there was no one around, you can rest assured that everyone would still hear them in a 10-mile radius. The cat seemed excited to arrive at the edge of the new forest, as we land for the last time and begin our rest of the journey on foot. He scans every tree, every animal, and every other plant, seemingly trying to remember what they all look like. Hopefully my questions now won't be too distracting. Hey, may I ask, how are you so sure that this is the right way? Why didn't we fly in the exact opposite direction?
I just know.
Just like that?
I had a dream about the general area he's in. I know it sounds stupid, but to me, it felt real. I have this strong feeling that I can't explain.
I'm not the one to question the master hunter, expert survivor, experienced adventurer. If you say it's instinct or dreams or whatever it might be, I believe you. He turns his head just enough to see me with the side of his eye and smiles warmly.
Thanks.
You are also in a pretty good mood. I mean, we're going pretty fast, but not as fast as I thought that we'd be going. You're not holding off because of me, are you?
No, again, I just have this feeling that he's safe.
Safe?
Yeah, and happy where he is.
If you think he's happy, why bother coming here?
They're wild furs. They're wild. I don't know their intentions, and I don't know where my friend even is. I want to know that much at least. Not to mention, as I said, I'm basing everything off of a dream, so not really the most reliable source. And if he really is happy...
You want to at least say goodbye? He nods slowly.
I took care of him for so long, thinking that I'd finally have a friend of my own, and someone that I can brag about.
What about Dallin and Aiden?
Dallin is everyone's friend. It's not much of an accomplishment to be considered his friend, and Chelsea is the only one with the title of best friend. Well, Aiden, you heard him, he doesn't consider me a friend.
I think Aiden likes you, deep inside. He's just the kind of guy that doesn't know how to express his emotions.
If you realize that last part about him in just 2 days, then that man has serious issues.
Don't we all?
Right on that. They used to babysit me.
Who, Dallin and Aiden?
Yep. Well, they said that they were just hanging out with me, but I know that they had to keep an eye on me. Aiden was forced to do so by his father, while Dallin just kind of needed the job, since he wasn't a leader at the time and didn't want to depend on his family for money. They would also help Mr. and Mrs. Mandray with chores around the house, because they were both super busy and pretty old. They would terrorize the hell out of Aiden. That might be the reason that he dislikes me so.
That might be it, yeah.
I'm spilling too many beans here. I barely even paid attention when we were walking for the past minute.
What are we looking for exactly? Will we find Seraph just randomly in the woods?
Doubt it. We should be looking for wildfur settlements. They usually live in tribes or at least groups. If we find some signs of them, we find them all.
Could there be multiple clans in the same region?
Nah, they're way too territorial. If there is one tribe in this forest, there is no other. Here, hold my hand. This way I can teleport us both out of danger instantly.
You don't need excuses to hold my hand.
You can hit on me when we get back. Now focus.
I wasn't. Okay.
A genius idea comes into my mind, and that is to shut the fuck up because we're in an unfamiliar territory and don't know where a Nightfallen might lurk. The cat brought some sleep poison antidotes made by Oliver just in case. Soon, yet another genius idea hits us to fly on the broom just above the ground, so our steps don't make noise. That was something that we should have done from the start, one might say. But we're both stupid. So, cut to idiot some slack.
And that's actually where I'm going to leave it for today. Okay, so originally, that's not actually where I was going to leave it. I was going to continue going, but unfortunately that added like another 20 minutes to the video, and that was going to make the video like around an hour 40 some minutes, so I decided to cut it there, and the portion that comes next is for the next video. So yeah, so I have to redo the outro again. So it was nice seeing some more characters, Spot and Jack, and getting just a little teeny bit of backstory for Aiden, where apparently he's just very violent against other people if you catch him at the wrong moment. And I guess this technically, with the exclusion of what I had recorded that I had to cut out, makes this Tate's little date episode, where you know how Dallin, it's where you cook, but then you have to order out. With Aiden, I forget what it was. I forget what would constitute his little date episode. But yeah, so I like Spot. I like Jack. I hope they're doing well. I hope that they live a long, happy life together, along with their occasional third. Obviously, Cody and Tate are becoming a thing. And we also have the obligatory medallion hunt episode, but this time we have Tate to tag along. And we got to see that the wyvern is still alive and well. He's being taken care of by the wild furs that took him. And Tate was able to kind of guess where the wyvern is by the general region, which I suppose suggests that Tate is known for sneaking out and just literally going all around the area. Which, I mean, I guess he has a broom, so if he is able to basically just fly around really fast and, get around without the need of somebody else helping him, then I guess that's how he is able to do it. Well, I mean, there's also the teleportation spells too. But yeah, like, the broom probably helps. Like, you just fly really high, then look around. It's like, oh, look, there's another forest over there. There's a forest over there. There's a river right there, etc., etc. What else? What else happened? I forget what happened at the end. Oh yeah, well, Tate was able to pinpoint where the wyvern is, so they went on their way there. Scribbles manipulated Tate's memories. I am curious to see what what Scribbles saw in Tate's head, because he said that it was kind of chaotic, so my assumption is that he was referring to the memories that Tate has that Tate can't really access, which I'm assuming refers to the memories of when he was younger, like his parents and stuff like that. So I'm curious if that's going to be explored, because I'm pretty sure that it was Tate who was the one that was walking through the snow. So I'm assuming we're gonna revisit that eventually. It would have been nice if Scribbles had, gone around Tate's head more and, got some more backstory, but I guess not. Anyways, so write down in the comments what you think, and thank you all for watching / listening. If you would like to play Shards yourself, you can do so by going down into the link in the description for MindofFur's Twitter page or their Blue Sky if I don't forget to, put it there, which should have a direct link for the itch.io page where you can download Shards and play it yourself, or you can just go to itch.io yourself and download it from there. And I will also post a link down for their Patreon where you can subscribe and get early access to builds of Shards, which the next one should be, about the Summoner Shard, which will revolve around Scribbles. And as far as I am aware of, it's going to be a little bit different from the other 3 routes. Probably because you don't get to pick a partner. You will be away from these 3 dorks. So, yeah. I'm pretty sure that even Therium and the other recommended student, the dog, will not be your partner. Because again, it's MindofFur said that it was going to be like a little different. And the only thing that I can think of as being different would be having a partner, having somebody tag along you, because you already have Scribbles, and if you go into the Summoner Shard, it's obviously going to focus on how to get Scribbles summoned into the real world. Anywho, so yeah. Also, coffee down in the description. Donate to me if you want. Not necessary, but it is greatly appreciated for the people that donated already. Like, seriously, it is very, very appreciated. It actually helps. Especially to some of the 2 people that donated recently. Trust me, that money's gonna go to something very, very useful to me that I need. But yeah, anyway, so I guess that's it for now, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.